So right here, I have no idea if I'm right or not. The trade is completely 50-50. I broke it even. I can't lose any money. But what I really wanted to do is just drop. I think it has the capacity to drop another 100 points from here alone. Now, I would go ahead and add here, but what I'd rather see is the market stop buying because there's a lot of pressure to the upside. So I could get filled and then just get quickly clipped and then it comes right back down. So what I'd rather see is the market just give up and then I'll start getting in. See, like I would add right here. Right here. I would add right there. But what I'd rather see it do is tire itself out. Because clearly there's a buy bias, but there's also a sell bias just at the top on the 15. And we clipped it by about 4 points up here. But as you can see, if I added here at 23, that would have been a 50 point. And then I'm sorry, that would have been 52 minus 23. So that's 30. And you're looking at, yeah, I might have gotten clipped. And if not there, I would have got clipped right here. And I believe in this trade. And that's what made me get into it. It's a question of willpower. What type of willpower do I have? But I would have gotten clipped right here. It's 10, 11. I want to add it. I want to add it so bad, but it's like I'm going to keep it break even on the ad. So you can see the pressure coming up here. And then when it failed here, that's why I wanted to add, and I inevitably did. Now the trade is completely 50-50. I have no idea if it's going to go or not go, what it's going to do. We're at a point right now where the market really could start buying up, and that's fine. It'll all be fine. It's a 50-50% chance, completely random. I mean, completely random. Mark Douglas talks about how, and I completely agree with him, it takes one person in the entire world to make or break the trade. One person. So, like I said before, it takes willpower to go ahead and initiate things and see where they go and kind of see it through. We're looking at 10-13. See, this market should be tanking here, and I think it might. But again, 50-50 all the way at every point. They could easily be buying under this bull bar here. And that's what I have to be wary of, is thinking, where are the buyers? Where would they want to be? Where would I want to be if I was a buyer? And if I was a buyer, I'd want to be right here. But these are the critical points where the shifts happen and the money's made, because I have to have losers to make money. I can't be in a market where nobody's losing, because there's no money to be made. So I have to have the buyers actually entering here, so then the money gets swept. I'm just a drop in the pond, of course, but that's kind of the idea overall. So this is the 15-minute mark. As you can see in the top left, 15, what day it is and all that. 15-minute mark, we're looking at. The range is now expanding 70 points. We're looking at like a 65-point range on the day. An average range is looking at about 130 on the day. So we're about halfway to where we could be, which would put us exactly where I think we're going. What I really want to see, I can't show you. Maybe I'll show you after. So I do recognize that this is the low of the day here, right at 22,000. The price doesn't necessarily matter. It's just numbers. I mean, this records 22,000, but I have another instrument here that's recording 21,860 right now. So like I said, the instruments don't necessarily matter too much. Now here I could take profit, but I'm only up 70 points. And like I said, I know the average range is 95. We're looking at 75-point range. This easily has at least another 45 points to go. So I'm going to expect buyers in here, of course. But that's the whole point, is that I need the buyers in there so I make money. And it's not me that's actually involved, of course, but like, that's the concept, like I said, like I was saying. So we did break the lows of the day. Ken, I need buyers in here for me to make money. So it's not a bad idea that the buyers are buying up here. I would buy here if I was a buyer. I'm not saying I shouldn't be a buyer or should be a buyer or whatever it is. It's completely fucking 50-50. Oh, It's really frustrating. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, 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 man. I mean, um, yeah, they just gave it up. Yeah, it stopped me out by not even 3 points. Wow. But that's what I mean is like it takes one person in the entire world to make it so that the trade doesn't go my way or does go my way. I mean, the fact that it went back and forth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles in a row, I would have never known that. It's part of the job. This would have gone another day. Just as when it came back up and gave me this again, that would have gone another day, but it decided to do it one more time. And is it frustrating? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's immensely frustrating right now, for sure. Um, but it's it's the willpower to keep on going and to not let something like this bother me. You know, Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess I probably could have not added over here, and I could have waited for this to add into here. That's something I could have done for sure. And I knew it was 10:30, I knew it, but I'm not gonna shape myself around something that I think is gonna happen. I mean, it literally could have dropped right here. And the fact that it did this makes me feel like it's not necessarily dropping so much here. Um, I'm gonna give a try to the buy. Because I know I did everything I possibly could have done on the sell side. Everything I could have done. And this type of behavior right here, well, let's just see. So it actually has to go break even. The Dow Jones and the S&P are both showing signs of recovery. The Nasdaq is obviously showing some signs of recovery. I am not going to sit here and say that I think it's going to go. Again, it's completely 50-50 all the time. The one thing that the market does do is it suffers from inertia, and it could be experiencing inertia right now from the downside. So with that said, I'm not going to sit here and be adamant on it going up. That's not why I'm break even, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not sitting here thinking that it's inevitably going to be going up, but yeah. Yep. Well, there you go. 7 trades, break even. That's hilarious. I actually think it's going to continue to go up. Either way, this is the willpower, is to get involved, allow myself to get involved, allow myself to experience different ideas, and press the market. I mean, I was 2.5 points away from a killer day. And obviously I wish it happened, but it didn't. So it's really that simple. And this wouldn't have yet stopped me out. We'd be 2 points away, 1.5 points away from being stopped out on the buy if I didn't add. But the idea behind adding was that if we were gonna go, it was just gonna go. Like it was just gonna go. And as we could see, for the past almost 35 minutes, coming up on 45 minutes, we've been ranging in a 20-point range. You see that? So when the market came down, and I added, what it needed to do was keep on going, keep on going. But instead, we entered a range. And now we're looking at a market that's 70, that's has a 90-point range, which is below average. So realistically, we're in a trading range right now from 980 to 20. And I tried to sell, I tried to buy. The sell, maybe I was a little too aggressive over here. I could have been. I can definitely I can definitely accept that analysis. But at the same time, it's completely 50-50 and the market suffers from inertia. So I really was placing positions based on the fact that this market was going to continue down and that this wasn't a trading range. This was more like a trend day. And I didn't take 7 trades. I took 2 trades and added 5 times. That's the difference. But it's the willpower to see through, keep going, allow myself to not be upset, not be frustrated, not take trades out of despair or lack of understanding. There's something inside of me that wants the money that was there today to be in my account. But that same something is going to be my downfall if I let it feed. And that's just the reality of it. So the want for success, the want to succeed is inevitably going to be the problem that makes me not move forward. And gets me upset. And this happens in life. I think that trading is an example of life. There's times in our lives that I know for a fact in my life that I want something to happen. And if it doesn't happen the way I want it to happen, I may get upset inside or I may feel some type of way. This is what happens in our human bodies, and this is what we experience on a daily basis. And the reaction to that feeling inside is going to be the exact reason what for either our advancement or our depreciation in life. Because being upset with somebody or being upset with myself or being upset with the situation, I'll go ahead and I'll do something irrational. I'll do something that doesn't make sense to do. And that type of behavior is exactly what I need to avoid in my personal life and my work life here at trading. And I'm trying to show or exhibit the right and correct behavior on these videos and allow the growth of that behavior to be seen and the prosperous behavior. Because realistically, let's say I didn't take that first trade. Okay, I took it because I knew there was a double top. I didn't take it for any other reason. I took that trade and then I watched it go. And let's say I took the next trade, which was right here, or actually really would have been right here. 25, I would have put a stop loss around 45 and I would have never got stopped out. And then the market would have come down to like to below the lows here. So I would have been break even at 25, right? Market would have came down, would have given this, and then would have given weakness here. And I would have added that 95. So it's a 30 point difference there. And that's 15. So we're looking at 05. And I'm sorry, we're looking at 10. And I would have been stopped out here. Okay. Let's say I waited completely. I got in at 06. Market came down to 89. Comes back up. Comes back down to 6. To what was it exactly? 87. So the low here was 06, 05. So realistically, this trade would have never been stopped out by now, based off what I got going on, ever. But at the same time, we would only be 20 or 30 points in profit. And then alongside that, when it came down here and it came over here, I would have added here at 90 and we would have been looking at a break-even trade anyway. So realistically, this was a range session. And it takes a lot of might and it takes a lot of power inside of myself to allow myself to accept the scene and accept what had happened here today and allow myself to say, okay, you know, the next trading session is a new day. The next situation's a new day. And I have to move on with my day and do other things. Trading is for fun. This is a good experience and it can be a very profitable experience. But like I said, it takes the willpower to feel through quote unquote pain. Because obviously, if you watch the video, it was very painful to watch this market come and tip me out 2 points and then come right back down and give me the 17 to 80. Yeah, 30 points in 5-time leverage, which would have been 5 times 30, which you're looking at 150 points right there. And I probably would have taken it below the lows. You know, I would have had like 130, 140 point winner and would be able to move on to the next trading day with more in my account. But that's just not what's going to happen. And if I can't accept that, I might have over traded over here. And this is where I find the most problems in the market is not a situation like this. It's usually when I get upset, I'll get into something like this and start to blow my account up. So either way, that's it for today. Today is Friday, the 24th of January. I am yet to determine if I'm trading on Monday. I obviously will be here on Monday if I do, and if not, I'm going to be trading on Thursday. And that'll be the next trading day. So let me show you the account here. This is what we're ending off with today. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.